Hello, this video is to give you a quick introduction to how EZY works, EZY.ai. Now, there are a lot of features, functions here. There's a lot of things happening in the background. This has taken over 1 year to build with multiple developers and lots of logic and infrastructure that has gone into the back end. So I want to try and explain this to you in a non-technical way and explain the benefits and how to use EZY in the best way. Okay, so the first thing is to connect your integration, which I'm sure you've already done, and then we'll come on to analytics in a moment. But let's just have a look at these advanced AIO files. AIO is a new term that stands for Answer Engine Optimization. Answer engines give an answer, whereas search engines, there's something you search for. Now, all of these files we have and others have decided are important. There is a lot of consensus whether LLMs.txt is important or whether it will get more important. So a lot of these are down to you to decide, but we put widgets and files there that we believe are very powerful and will help your answer engine optimization. Essentially, will bring you more customers from ChatGPT and Claude. Claude now turns over just as much as ChatGPT, so this is all going to change. Microsoft Copilot now has 100 million users. ChatGPT has almost 1 billion users. Gemini has 850 million. So you can imagine this is a huge new sales distribution channel for you and your business. So we ended up changing the dashboard a little bit, and we've made these widgets smaller because we don't want to focus too much on the technical side. We want these to all happen for you. That's why we created Fix All Issues in one click. All you need to do, and I'm sure most people would do this, is just click Fix All, and that will run through all of these widgets. And I'll show you what it would do. If you click on the widget, it would generate you the perfect LLMs.txt file. Now, we have had these independently scored, and we normally score over 97% for the quality. It's all about the quality. Anyone can generate an LLMs.txt file, but we follow all of the latest regulations. Well, it's not even a regulation, but we follow all of the latest and best practices would be a better thing to say. So we look for truth signals, what people say about you online, just to make sure. LLMs prefer truth, so it's better to say we have no awards and recognitions than we do. So all of the truth signals are here in the LLMs.txt file, and all of the information about your company here in a simple and easy to understand markdown language that large language models can read and reference. So I won't go into too much detail because I've made separate videos on all of these individual widgets, but something really important is that we track the progress of these widgets now. So you can see here 0 crawls. This means that ChatGPT, because I'm just using a test domain here, neuralace.com, Claude and other large language models have not yet crawled this file. So just keep a look on these widgets for your files, and you'll start to notice that your robots file will get indexed and crawled, and we also tally up the total number of crawls. So you can see, as a function of time, and this is for 30 days, how often all of these files are indexed. Now, the really important one is the sitemap, and you can see when I move my mouse over these widgets, the score changes. So the overall AI visibility score will increase based on you working across each one of these widgets. And just to remind you, all of these widgets here can be automated through one-click fix all, but I'm just showing you what they do. Now, the reason why the sitemap is important is that this holds all of the links to your website. And EZY would generate this for you just by clicking generate, and then you can upload this to Cloudflare or WordPress. I can just press upload, and this will upload the sitemap to my website. Now you can see here it says continue, it's been uploaded, and here, if you notice, the widgets are all laid out in exactly the same way. In the middle, you've got your existing content. On the right, you've got your EZY optimized content, and on the left, you've got a score and tracking information. So if I click on view now, you'll be able to see the sitemap that I just generated, okay? So that's nice, but what's really nice is you can see these last modification dates. Now, over time, and again, I don't want to go too technical here, if we generate content for you or you generate content for yourself, we will update your sitemap for you and add all of the links in here automatically, and we will publish this for you to Bing. Now, why Bing? Google has ruled the web for the last 2.5 decades. Bing is owned by Microsoft. Microsoft own ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot, who are 2 of the leading large language models. So if you go to Search Console down here, you can connect Google and you can connect Bing, and we will automatically, or EZY will automatically post your sitemap that we upload to your website to Bing. Quite a mouthful there. Do you really need to know all of this? I think it's important to understand what's happening, because this takes quite a lot of a flow, I would say. So this sitemap is pushed and published as soon as you make a change to your website, or as soon as we make a change to your website. The sitemap is pushed to Bing, and Bing is then pushed to ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot. So what this means is your changes are shown up on ChatGPT in a matter of minutes rather than weeks or days. And again, you'll see all of this because you'll start to see that these files are indexed much more often and crawled much more often across here. Now, the facts file is really important. It's JSON, no need to go into technical details, but it's just general facts about your company. And LLMs like empirical truths, and as I said before, trust signals. So we can just generate a facts file. Now, the important thing to remember is when this is loading, it's left in a queue. Some of these things take time, so I can click on the cross and I can come back here later when the facts file has completed. So these meta description and schema are actually across every single one of your web pages. So these files here, there's just one for one website, but this content here is across every single one of your web pages. So if we go to schema and we click on your current schema, we can see what needs improving. Now, you can just remember, you can go to one-click fix all, you can do all of this at once, but I'm going into a little bit more detail here. You can click on any one of your web pages, each one of these are a web page, and all of the schema. Now, schema is basically information about your products and your services. So let's say you sell bottles of water. The schema would say the bottle is 100 milliliters, the price is X, and lots of information about the products and services, and large language models like to ingest this information. So EZY uploads it for you. So all you've got to do is scroll down, click on each one, and this is the current schema, and then you've got the EZY optimized schema, which EZY will do for you. So all you've got to do is press generate, and EZY will generate it for you, according to all of the best practices. So I'm going to click on the cross because remember, this is all in a queuing system, so all of this will get done. Exactly the same for meta descriptions. You can see what needs improvement. You can see the current, okay, we've got no current meta descriptions, and you can just see down here the schema has uploaded successfully. So I'm just going to press generate new. And the last time I'm going to say this, all of this can be done from one click fix all. So whilst our meta descriptions are generating, now remember this will generate meta descriptions across every single one of your web pages, and this will help with SEO and AEO. And I hope you agree that there's a very nice interface and it's very easy to use. Now, scrolling down a bit further, you can track all of your competitors. So for this particular website that we're testing, neuralays.com, EZY has selected these competitors, and you can see there are their logos. Now, if you're happy with these, great. If you're not, you can just add a new competitor. And every single day, EZY will track your 5 prompts across these competitors to see if your competitors show up. So this takes a bit of time, a little bit of seeding, but over time, you'll see that your competitors and your own prompts will change. So EZY has said that these 5 prompts are important for the company. Neuralays.com, best Wi-Fi sensing research for human pose estimation and room capture. Means nothing to you, but it means something to Neuralays.com. So if you click on here, citation, you can see if this specific citation is here, but it's not, it's red, okay? And you can see which other websites come up under those prompts. So the prompts are really foundational to where you want to be found on ChatGPT and Claude. So just click on any of these citations and you can see which of your competitors or which other companies appear for these prompts. And the idea is over time, your AI visibility will increase and you will appear for more citations. And these are linked into competitors because EZY tracks your competitor prompts too, but there's not a lot of data here. Reddit presence, I'm going to generate that now. EZY will actually monitor all of the Reddit subreddits that you are mentioned in or upvoted in or spoken about. So this is a really good place to track because Reddit is one of the most cited sources for ChatGPT. So that's a very important prompt as well. That's a very important widget as well. But onto the most important widgets for you. Click on Content Engine and EZY will discover all of your blogs. Now, this is actually divided into 2, blogs and FAQs. So here are all your discovered blogs, but EZY every single week will generate a blog for you. Now, EZY will track the performance when it appears. So it will track who clicks on your blogs, when they click on your blogs. And it will also track the quality. So it will give an AIO score because EZY injects schema and meta descriptions into every blog. EZY will also track originality. So it makes sure that the blog is original and it matches your tone of voice. So EZY will search all of your existing blogs and match the tone of voice that you speak in on your EZY generated blog. So all of this is really important. One other thing it does, if you sell technical products, then EZY will actually use expert citations and put citations in the blogs. So I think that's enough there without going into too much information. But here you can see that EZY would track human visits and AI visits across every single one of your blogs and every single one of your FAQs. So I'm going to generate an FAQ. And one thing to mention, I said I would only mention this one more time, but you can automate all of this through auto post settings right here. And if you auto set this, then everything will happen automatically, but I'm showing you how to do it manually. So I'm going to go back into the content engine and I'm going to click on FAQs. And now you can see EZY is generating me FAQs because large language models like simple question and answers. So EZY will produce those questions and answers for you to put on your website. Now, if I click back on blogs, EZY generated, you can change the blog if you'd like to change the blog. You can change settings and colors and how it looks. But you can see EZY has taken all of the hard work off of your hands by generating the meta descriptions, the schema, and all of the relevant information that will really help. Things like internal links. EZY would generate internal links. And also, EZY, if I actually publish this, so if I go to EZY generated, which is here, I scroll down to the bottom, and let's just say I want to upload this to WordPress. I can click on the tick box and then click upload to WordPress. And this blog will become live on my website and does a few other clever things. Rather than just creating a normal blog, what it actually does, EZY adds a form at the bottom of every single one of your blogs for customers to enter their information. So now it's gone from generated into the publish tab. If we click on view live post, you can actually see now that EZY has generated this blog for you, and there is a form field at the bottom for customers to sign in to generate more leads for you. So you can see hopefully how easy this is to use, no pun intended. And the final thing, well, the second and final thing I want to show you is EZY Capture. Now, EZY Capture is an AI chatbot, and the cool thing about this is that it's trained on your data. So you can change the design, the color, the look, how it speaks to your customers. But at the end of the day, if you click enabled and then you go to your website, you'll notice that your website now has a chatbot at the bottom right that customers can talk to this chatbot and ask questions. And anytime a lead is added, the lead will be passed over back to EZY, and you'll be able to see all of this in your conversations and in your inbox. And you don't need to train the chatbot because the chatbot is already trained on your sitemap, on your blogs, on your facts, on your LLMs. So all you need to do on EZY Capture is press enabled, and all of the settings pretty much should be the ones that you need. And then the EZY chatbot is available 24/7 and uses artificial intelligence to answer your customers' questions and will bring leads to your website. The very final thing I want to show you is analytics. Now, you can talk to our very own EZY chatbot and you can ask questions here. You can run new analysis, and you've got a notification center with information that we'll send to you. But I just want to quickly show you analytics. Now, analytics tracks all of your core root AIO files that we looked at earlier. EZY will now look at your blog. So unbelievably, one human, which actually was just me, hit the AI blog, and also EZY would track all of the top pages that AI bots hit. So let's say, for example, somebody goes to ChatGPT or Claude and says, what's the best Wi-Fi product in the world? And ChatGPT mentions Neuralace. Even if a human doesn't come, EZY understands that that information is being cited and will bring that up. So you can see all of your human logs, you can see your crawler logs, which is ChatGPT and Bing and others, and you've got nice next steps down here if you need that. But I don't want to spend too much time on here because I think I've mentioned every single one of these widgets or modules now we're on. And the last thing to say really is that EZY tracks your competitors and the prompts that they appear for, which are down here. So I hope you found that useful. I hope it wasn't too technical or too long, but that was a very quick run through of EZY and how to use it. And the one I mentioned quite a few times is the one-click fixer, which we have spent a lot of time building, and it will run through all of these files and generate and upload them for you. So I hope you found that useful. Just before I go, I'll press upload so you can see how it looks. You can see it's generating the robots file, and it would do this and step through all of these. You can leave the website, work on something else while this happens. So thank you for your time. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments. Thank you.